Alright, let's see Proto's other side of the argument.
Say Columbine Part 2, he could have easily said, no, we're going to the shooting range after I'm here. Okay? Post, so excuse me for misspeaking there. Real thing is the Facebook and Twitter post. Well, rather the Facebook post, not the Twitter post. I don't think there was any Twitter post, so excuse me for misspeaking there. So, here's where I'm going to be attacking them a bit here. Okay? So, instead of him replying to the person who said Columbine Part 2, he could have easily said, no, we're going to the shooting range after, I'm not going to kill anyone. He said, don't worry about it. And then he says, my AR says you lose. You know? Okay, bad jokes. Distasteful jokes. I get that. You should have done a lot better. You should have done a lot better in your socialization skills and your talks. Which causes me to wonder why at all you talked about this. Why did you put a picture up of your AR on the back of your car and a shotgun on the back of your car? Were you trying to do this to impress people? Talk to people? I don't know. It paints a very bad picture. And what?
We're gonna go from the other side of this, but at no point in time will we ever accuse them of anything. Just want to impress people.
Why would you take those two Pokemon and not talk more in depth about going to the shooting range? Why would you make a big deal about this? Like, really, it seems like they were trying to impress someone with all these guns that they had. And it's very silly. So, a tip was provided to the police by the convention's security center. So, they got a tip off that something was going to happen. And what ended up happening was they got the tip off. So someone said, good luck, and someone replied, with killing the competition, ? And someone else said, haha, yes. So it's very funny, these jokes. I don't really... It's not funny in the sense, like, being told a joke, but it's funny, ironic, how hindsight is really 20/20. And naming yourself Mayhem Pokemon Crew doesn't paint you in a good light. Now, the security...
What was it about them being chill guys? Mayhem Pokemon Crew. I wonder what the people of PETA would think of that.
The officers and police from Boston began investigating, and they stopped Stumbo and Norton when they were trying to enter the event. The detectives found that the two men had firearms in their vehicle, but they couldn't produce a license to carry them, and then the vehicle was seized. So, the thing is, I would have rather had them detained walking into the event with guns than going and driving into the event with guns. Because...
This coming from Proto, who claims he's not crazy, doesn't have those psychopathic tendencies or nothing, claims that he would have preferred it if he detained them while they were walking in with the guns. He thinks that even if you have a tip, you should just wait and see. You know? Just wait and see what happens. Holy fuck. I think Proto only values, like, mass amounts of human life. Like, if it's a whole tournament worth. But if it's not the entire tournament, or if it's, like, one person getting shot, fuck them, you know? Like, it's worth it not to stomp on these guys' rights to be assholes on the internet and have guns.
If they could have stopped them at the door with their guns on them, that would have produced so much intent that they couldn't have said anything else, you know?
Yes, you're right, Proto. We would have had no shadow of a doubt that they were gonna shoot people. it would be very hard for them to argue that they were just walking in to show people their guns or something. Which they very well could have been. You could easily make that argument. What stops you from making that argument, Proto? That, well, they didn't actually shoot anyone. I mean, they walked in, they had their guns, and then these guys just freaked out and tackled them and took their guns away. But no. Proto's line. This is Proto's line. We found Proto's line. Walking into the door, or to the door, with the weapons. That would convince Proto of some kind of deviancy. And I'm not necessarily convinced either way, but I mean, like, my line game well before that, I would say bringing the guns and making the joke is the line, which is exactly what they want. It seems like they're thinking the same thing as me. Fucking people at the tournament. Like, yeah, you made jokes about having guns, come to kill people. Let's see if you were joking. Let's not wait until they're walking to the entrance. That is unfair to the people in the tournament. Yeah. Sound like a... I don't know what you sound like, Proto. I really don't. You don't sound like someone who cares about, like, the value of human life. No, definitely fucking not.
There's no more, oh, we were just going to a shooting range and things of that nature. It's, you were walking into an event with your guns on you. So,
oh, why couldn't they just say, I was just gonna show some guys inside the tournament my guns and then go out to the shooting range afterwards? Oh, and the reason the guns were loaded was because I, wanted to show them how you can discharge a shell, pop the shell out, without firing the damn thing. Yeah. Perfectly reasonable, Why can't you see how reasonable that is, Proto?
Because they stopped them in the parking lot instead is what caused the issue. I think it would have been way better for police.
Cause your issue. Okay? There was no issue. There was an issue prevented by them going to their vehicles, okay? Maybe they never were going to take the shit out of their vehicles, but they didn't cause a fucking issue by going to their vehicles. You have an issue with this. You feel like someone's rights have been stomped on her. I don't know really what. You just don't think they were going to do it. Doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't fucking matter. People, security working at the tournament, did everything they could to prevent something bad from happening, and they did.